Hello YouTube. Well, we're having a beautiful day here in Alabama. It's about 75 degrees. Man, couldn't be any better. I'm telling you what, especially for May. Usually in May we start getting our hot weather, and man, to be right at 70, 72, it's beautiful here. So anyway, I went to an RV dealer looking to see kind of what some of the newer models have going on this year, and man, the layout design of this one that I'm about to show you was so horrible I couldn't help but show it to you. You know, and the thing is, you may not realize how horrible it is, especially if you're kind of new to the RV industry. So that's the reason why I'm sharing it. I'd hate for somebody to buy this RV and realize the hard way that, hey, this might not be as comforting as we'd like for it to be. You know, going out into an RV is supposed to be a pleasurable experience, but I think a little bit of issues that I see that I would have with this unit would not make it a very pleasurable experience. So here we go. Folks, this is a Flagstaff Mini 23 FBKS made by Forest River. This is of their Micro Light series. It does have a dual axle setup. Has a nice little two-step staircase going in and a grab handle, which I love all those features. But what I want to show you is it does have has a couch, and it also has a Murphy bed that folds down, which is very nice, convenient. If you just wanted to get in here and get a quick nap, you don't have to take the bed all the way down. You could sleep on the couch if you were in between drives or whatever. Plus you also have this dinette. What I found interesting is the slide actually slides the kitchen away. Many times you'll see in these smaller units that the dinette is what's inside the slide. Now what I want to point out to you is if this slide was not slid outward and was brought in, you would not be able to go to the refrigerator, but you could also not even go to your bathroom. So imagine you wanted to stay the night at a Walmart parking lot, or just anywhere on the side of the road. You wanted to go in here for a little while, maybe grab you something to eat, grab you a little nap or whatever. If that slide is pushed across, you're not going to be able to get in there, because if you notice, it sits back about 3 foot. And of course, that's the size of this hallway. So I can't imagine being stuck on the side of the road knowing that I can't even get into my bathroom to go to the bathroom, and I also can't even get to my refrigerator. So let's imagine you're at the house and you haven't even left the house yet. You're sitting in your driveway and you want to come out here and put your groceries into your refrigerator and get your refrigerator turned on so it's cooling off, and you can't even get to your refrigerator. Is that not stupid? Look at it, it's got great storage. You've got plenty of places to put your canned goods up here. You've got storage over the stove. Not only does it have a stove, it's got an oven. It's got storage underneath the countertop. Got a nice TV system with a stereo sound system right up under the TV. Got a DVD player hooked up to it as well. You could sit in here and watch movies. But nobody wants to put their slide out every single time they stop somewhere. That is ridiculous. This unit probably goes for $18,000, and you can't even use it on the side of the road without going through the headache of putting your slide out. You can't just put your slide out on the side of the road. So anyway, it was a real nice unit till I figured that out. But it's kind of one of the things that I like to do, is look at different RVs and see what's see what's nice about them, see what's great functioning, and see if there's something that I can take from them and add to mine or change on my RV. I mean, they've got a nice little curtain that slides across to give privacy, and you can slide it across this rail here, and I mean, that's really nice. They thought of so many things, but this one thing is ridiculous. So that's it for this one, folks. If you've been looking for one, you might want to ask the dealership to pull the slide in so you can see what it's like with the slide all the way in. Okay, one thing to keep in mind, folks, you know, those model numbers for this particular unit that I just showed you, you know, that layout will stay with a lot of different models, a lot of different companies. You can go to a lot of different makers and still find that same layout, same design, same issue. And of course, that problem may be with a lot of RVs out there. It's just something that I happen to notice. Maybe a lot of folks have noticed it before too, but you know, if you're going to be doing some boondocking, you know, or just trying to take you know, maybe a 2-hour rest over or something, you don't want to put out your slide outs every time. So I think it'd be pretty important thing to kind of look out for as you're shopping for an RV. You know, think about every aspect of it, not just how beautiful it looks there on the lot, but you know, what it's really going to be like in the real world. And something also to think about is the noise factor of the RV. You know, a lot of RVs can have different types of insulation values. That was one thing that I did notice on ours when we got it home. This unit that you can see behind me, Purdy was able to sit up on the back porch, and I was inside the RV, and she was able to communicate with me without raising her voice. So our walls are very thin in our unit, and that's why we always carry earplugs wherever we go. So just something to think about in your shopping for an RV. I know this is the time of year that many folks are out doing that today. So anyway, that's the video for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and please feel free to share my videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for bonus footage. Okay, folks, you've made it to the bonus footage round. If you're new to our channel, this is something that I do periodically to kind of tell you a funny story that's happened in my life, always a true story. So anyway, today's story is when I was 16 years old and I got my very first job. One of my first jobs was working at a car dealership, and I did tell that story in another video, but I was about 17 at that time. This story I'm telling you today was my very first job. So I was working at Bruno's, and I'd been there maybe about 2 weeks, and my job was to bag groceries. That's all I was supposed to be doing all day, and bring in carts, you know, maybe do a little stocking or whatever, but mainly bag boy or bag or whatever they called us at the time. So anyway, they had told me to take out the trash, and they had these huge garbage cans that weighed a whole lot more than I did. I was about 110, 115 pounds and at the time. And we had these big garbage cans that were about 4 foot tall and about 2 foot big around on wheels. And these things were huge and heavy. So anyway, I had discovered that the place I was supposed to take the trash out to for the dumpsters was all the way around the back of the building. And this was a huge building. It was the size of a football field. So for me to take that trash all the way around the building would be quite a haul, not to mention it was kind of down the hill. And I thought, well, I did notice that in the back of the building there is a conveyor. It's a rubber belt conveyor that goes from, it's 2 stories. The way this building was designed, which was horrible, they had the dock downstairs, and you had, no matter if an 18-wheeler came in there and brought us loads of groceries, we had to put every item on that conveyor and go up 2 flights, which was ground level for the store. So I thought, well, I'm going to take this big garbage can and I'm going to put it on that conveyor and let it ride down, and then I can just walk right on outside with it straight to the dumpster. Sounded good in theory. So anyway, I wrestled to get the garbage can up on the conveyor, which was hard enough because of how heavy it was and how small I was at 16. So I get the thing wrestled up on there, and it's off. You know, it's just sitting still. It's sitting idle. Well, to turn it on, you've got to go around the corner and push the button. So now keep in mind the conveyor is at a slope at about like this. So when I put the garbage can on this thing, that garbage can is already slanted, wanting to fall down by itself. So I thought, well, I'll run over there and I'll push that button real quick, and then I'll run around and grab that garbage can and keep it from falling over. Well, when I went and pushed that button, sure enough, as soon as that belt moved, that garbage can goes and just crap everywhere. We're talking spoiled milk. We're open soft drinks that were in cups, cigarette butts, ashes, cat litter that was in the cigarette butt containers, crap everywhere. Of course, it's going all down this conveyor, and it's going all downstairs too. It's going everywhere. Well, you know, this conveyor's got to have food on it, so it's got to be clean. And here I've got this thing disgusting from one end to the other. And there's no way for me to stop this episode, because as the conveyor's going down and I'm trying to catch the garbage can, the further it's going down the hill, the further it is away from that switch for me to shut it off, and there is nobody around to help me. So finally, it gets all the way down to the bottom where I can hit the stop switch, and by then, of course, I have just made a mess 2 stories high all over this conveyor belt, and I hadn't even been working at the place maybe a week. So of course now I've got to clean all this mess up, and they even had to get other people to help me. I mean, it was a heck of a mess. So anyway, we got it straightened out, and I probably only worked there for a couple of months, but you know, that was my first job. But anyway, that's my story for the day, folks. I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all please hit like and subscribe, and feel free to share any of my videos. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.